You know, there's this nothing like being in the green room. And she has a green flower behind her, by the way. So we definitely have some green going on right now. Let me go ahead and introduce the one and only Caryn. Now, some of y'all, you already have her bio. Okay, we sent that to you. You have that. But I'm going to ask her the question so you know who is Caryn and you know what is she up to. So Caryn, tell everyone, who is Caryn? And more importantly, what are you up to these days?
Oh, thank you so much, Shay. It's such an honor to be here with you today. And I just want to say thank you to Faith James, who connected us.
Yes.
And yes, she's fabulous. And also to the audience, thank you for being here as well. And I am Caryn Treister. I am CEO and founder of Never Settle Life Coaching. And I am a transformational mindset coach. I have an online program called 6-week program called Phoenix Rising Confidence Igniting. And I am all about giving you the gifts that I learned when I went through my transformation. And I will be talking more about that. Yes, I did it a little bit later in life, and I want for you to do it now. I want to say, do not wait.
Do it now. What do you say to the person that's listening? They just heard you say that and they're thinking to themselves, am I too early or am I too late? Just take a moment and just the philosophy. Look, we're in a green room. They might be like, she said she did it now, but is this too early for me or am I too late to the party? What are your thoughts to people that just whatever they want to do in life, they just forget hope right now. They're just thinking, can I still do this? What would you say to that person that's watching now?
I would say never mind your age. That makes no difference. What do it right now, whatever you can learn. Keep learning, never stop learning. And whatever you can gather, because truly God says that the best things in life are on the other side of fear. So if it's fear holding you back, get with someone who can guide you and show you how to get to the place where you can overcome that. So that's what I would tell them. And that's what I learned in my transformation. And what I did is I went through a period in my life and I got into a lot of mind work, Shay. And I took NLP. I did a few courses in that. Mm-hmm. And I use this very heavily when I am one-on-one with coaching. When I am in my program, I always implement this into it. And because it truly is all about your mindset.
It's all about the mindset. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. I wrote a note. We're going to ask what in the LL Cool J is NLP. We'll ask that when we get started on the other side. Something like NLP, share another acronym. Trust me, she's not a government worker, okay? This ain't no one of them acronyms. We got to figure it out. So when we get to the other side, remind me to come back so you can tell folks what is NLP and what does it mean to them. Take a moment, if you would. We had a call a couple months ago from a young lady that called in, and this all has to do with being able to manage so many priorities, right? She said, Shay, I'm now working at home full time. I'm now a full-time wife. I'm a full-time mom. I'm a full-time school teacher, by the way. I'm a full-time administrator because I got to turn in all their homework, Shay. And oh, by the way, I'm a full-time cafeteria worker because I've never cooked this much in my life. And now I still got to grow my business. And they have a lot going on. So what's the question to you? What do you say to the person that's just feeling overwhelmed? So many changes, so many things going on. I know we'll get into hope in a moment, but they're like, God, how does she find balance? Like Shay, ask her opinion. How does she balance all these things without going crazy?
So that's so true, Shay. And the thing is, there's always circumstances. There's always situations out there. And no matter what it is, we are all going to be bombarded at different times with these things. So it's about resiliency. And I'll go into a little bit of that and how you can handle it. So what I would say is it's about finding the priorities. And so with some of the shifts and some of the practices and tools that I have, we go in and we go a little bit deeper and figure out what it is that is most important for you, what's most important for your well-being. I am all about well-being. I am all about harmony. I am a former personal trainer, and I was into nutrition as well. So it's all about the big picture. And when there's overwhelm, as a matter of fact, I had a client come to me recently, and he is all about that as well. And so we are diving in deep to figure that out right now.
Wow, to figure it out. Look, I can't wait. For Tyra M. Tucker is out there. What's going on, by the way? Faith James is peeking in on her. She's out there. What's up, Faith? Peace, peace. Thanks a lot, by the way. Gwendolyn in the house. Thank you for joining. Rosa, it is always a pleasure. Don't worry. I'm not going to forget. We come back. I'm going to ask about that question, that NLP. Don't worry. We're going to ask her to do a deep dive. And someone said, how she find time to work out and do all that stuff? I don't know. But we're going to find that out in just a moment. Look, we've got a show, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get ready to get going. In 5, we got a show. 4, we'll see you on the other side. 3, my favorite thing. 2, 1, we're out of here. We'll be back in just a minute. Promise I made to my mom. I only did this message for one person, and that's my mom. This is for you, Mom. Love you. My name is Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Shay Brown.
Mic check, mic check.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
Yes. Yeah.
And they stay there. And they stay there, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win.
Well, it's a great day. My name is Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur, and welcome to the Happy Entrepreneur Show, the #1 business development and revenue focused late night show in the country where we're on a mission. And our mission is to empower. Our mission is to inspire. And our mission is to provide you, that's right, you, the entrepreneur, with all of the resources that are necessary to execute that huge vision you have for the people you were called to serve. And I always say you have 3 visions I believe you have. First, you have a vision for yourself, the clothes that you want to wear, the home that you want to spend all the time in your right now, by the way, even a fancy car that maybe you don't drive, like mine is just sitting in the driveway. I know how that works. But it takes resources, which means it takes revenue to make that happen. And then the second vision I believe you have is you have a vision for your loved ones, the ones you care the most about, the ones you want to write a check for their health care insurance or a check to pay their mortgage. Or if you're like me with Mother Dear is 74 years old, lives 15 minutes down the road, and she loves using Amazon now. Now, nothing personal, by the way, but how many of you know it takes a credit card? I need to let her know that, by the way. Oh, this is so nice. Oh, and it's cool. But it takes resources, which means it takes revenue. And then the third vision I believe that you have is I believe you have a vision for the people you were called to serve. In order to serve those people, it takes resources. And imagine for a moment, I like to use Noah in the Bible. Now, you don't have to be a believer. I happen to be a believer, so I'm not going to impose my faith on you. But imagine you're this guy named Noah in the Bible. And God's given him all the vision. He's getting them all the experience and expertise. And right before Noah gets started, imagine there's a knock at the door. And Noah's like, what's going on? Hey, Noah, can I just let you know that we don't have any hammers in the house over here? No hammers? No big deal. No big deal. We all right? I know it's the second knock. What? Noah, there's no nails either. No hammer, no nails. Rule number 1, I don't panic under any circumstances. The third knock. I know it's always the third knock that takes you out, isn't it? Noah, I might as well let you know that there's no wood, and there's no people either. Good luck on this mission. Maybe that's you. You need hope. You need power. You believe, but it's not happening. If that's you, then this morning, this evening, this afternoon, we got the one and only Caryn is in the house, and she's going to talk to you about the power of hope. What's going on, Caryn? How are you?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you so much, Shay, for having me. Thank you, everyone that's out there, and thank you, Faith James, for connecting us. I am very honored to be here. So it is all about hope. And the thing is, you're not going to get the things you want all the time in life. So you have to make do with what you have. And I will tell you that I have the resource for you for revenue, because this, I believe, is one of the first things you have to do before anything else. And I'll get to that.
I love it. I love it. Now, can we just address the elephant in the room? I mean, I know you're talking about the power of hope. You got 3 steps, but folks might be wondering, do I have to swallow a magic pill? Do I got to sit around saying woosa, woosa, woosa? Why this topic? You can pick any topic you want, but why'd you say, Shay, I want to give them the 3 steps so they understand the power of hope? Why is this topic more relevant now than ever before?
Because without hope, we die a little bit. Without hope, our vibration or our energy gets low. And how do you operate in that place? It's a place of suffering. And on my online program, we go over the vibrational scale. And my goal is always to get you into the love and joy vibration, as opposed to the lower emotions that people have right now. In the world, most people are in fear. There is anger, there's frustration, there's resentment. All these things are bringing you down. And whether you know it or not, they exist. And they come out in how you speak, how you act, and how you present yourself, and what you do. So it's so important to address these right away. And sometimes you have to go in a little bit deeper. And you had mentioned about NLP. That's one of the things that I do, is go into the subconscious to sort of figure out. And it's something you can do too by yourself. And it doesn't always have to be that. I'm going to do I just want to say I'm going to do a simple little exercise at the end. It's so easy, and you don't have to, it's not woo-woo. It's not, maybe a little, but.
now, folks are listening, they heard you say the word NLP. For Deborah Gardner. What's up, Deborah Gardner out in Phoenix, Arizona? She's a rock star, by the way. Virginia up in New York, New York. So nice, they named it twice. And then you have Ivy Morgan that's tuning in right now. We're listening and we're hearing this term NLP tossed around. So can you take a moment, and I know you can't get into a deep dive, but can you give us what is NLP? And why should folks listening tune in when you talk about you're using NLP techniques, so that we're all on the same page right now?
Okay, sure. So NLP is neuro-linguistic programming, and it's really about just figuring out how you're thinking. It's about addressing your brain, and that's what I'm all about. I'm all about training your brain, because let's face it, we are hit with about 50 to 70,000 thoughts a day, and most of them are negative. And maybe not with everyone. However, because that's our default. So what I want to do is give you the tools to change that. NLP is reframing. You may be angry with someone, and you are, and it comes up. It may be something that you're thinking about constantly. I will work with clients on that. And when you look at it a little bit differently, when you look at it with a little bit different perspective, and see, what else could there be? What other possibilities are there? Sometimes that will really help you to get into a place where you don't have to accept it. You don't have to condone it, but you accept it and you can move on. And so NLP helps with training your brain. I took a course called Design Human Engineering, where it's all about training your brain, and really you want to put things in the forefront of your brain, and the positive things, so you can actually switch things around in your brain. Yeah, I know it sounds like a lot. I keep it very simple. I simplify it for people. Put it that way.
No, so I'm so glad you do. I'm so glad you put the positive stuff in the front of your brain. They may be curious. She's going to talk about 3 steps to the power of hope. They might be wondering, Shay, what is her backstory? Like, who is this person? Is this something that she just read on a website before she showed up? Did she just watch some YouTube video? So can you tell a little bit about your backstory that led you to where we are today?
Absolutely. Thank you. So I have done a lot of mind training with the NLP and other things that I've done. Gosh, it started when I was actually in my home. When I was brought up, I was walking on eggshells with my mother, and then in my marriage, I was as well. And for me, there was a lot of self-doubt. I was suppressed. I felt like I really needed to hide behind a mask because I didn't want others to know how I felt and things about my family. So, and it's not that it was horrible. It's just that I did a lot of masking, and I felt guilt and I felt shame, and I wasn't authentic, Shay. I wasn't authentic. And so that was taken from me. And I say that, however, I'm not blaming anybody because it's really about your choice. And it wasn't until later in life. I was married for 36 years.
Wow.
Yes, I was married for 36 years. So when you know the time is right, it's your God-given right to make a choice. And my mission is to free 1 million women who are suffering from the tyranny of self-doubt and to get over that. And when I was training, it was all about the physical piece. When I found the mindset piece, it just blew me away. And I had such a huge transformation. I get a little emotional. And I want to pass that on to others.
Yeah, I can feel the sincerity in your heart, and that means a lot. So go ahead, if you would, share with us. And for those folks that are out there, by the way, you can pay this message forward. I'm going to ask her to share one of the 3 tips on the power of hope. She's pouring out from her heart. You can pay this message forward to your network. It's okay. You don't have to hold it back. You can hit the share button. You can hit the watch party button. And when you hit the share button and the watch party button, just write these words: the power of hope. Just do me a favor. Just hit the share button right now. Hit the watch party button. We believe in the giver's economy. The person outgives the competition, out-earns the competition. The person outgives the competition, out-earns the competition. So pay this message forward. Hit that share button, hit that watch party button, and write the power of hope. Caryn, she's going to share it with us right now. So Caryn, go ahead, share. What's one of the tips for us to have the power of hope?
Okay, so it's to connect with your truth, and it's about raising your vibration. It's about finding that place within you it's coming into the moment. You are in the moment. And it's a lot of mindfulness. You can do it as you're walking. You can do it in exercise. And really, a lot of people can do that. However, I really believe that doing this first thing in the morning is so important. As I mentioned, we have about 50 to 70,000 negative things. And what happens when you wake up in the morning? What do you think about? Maybe you think about your kids, everybody in this situation right now. Maybe you're thinking about your job that you might have lost, and the money situation, and so many things. We're bombarded with the news come into your head. And these are the things that if you let them fester inside of you, your day is not going to be as productive as you want. You are not going to be able to do as well as you could. And so I always recommend that first thing in the morning, before this monkey mind starts taking place, that you do something to quiet your mind. Now, I always recommend meditation. And I know people say, oh, that's really difficult. And you know what? It can be very difficult. I used to do I used to use a mantra, transcendental meditation, and it's difficult for me to do that now. So now I do more of the guided meditations. But just take a moment and so go within, and however you can do that. And I've got actually a little exercise at the end that I'm going to share that's really simple for people to do that. And I just want to say that's your number, because you've got to start training your brain. You have to start training it from the very beginning and not waiting. When you wait, that's when things start to go sour. Mm-hmm. And so I'm all about resiliency, I just want to say, and getting you to a point where you can handle anything and you can make the shift like that. As soon as you get a negative thought, it's kind of like you're in a campfire and the sparks are coming out and one lands on your sleeve. What happens to your sleeve? It burns, doesn't it? So instead of letting it fester, flick it off, right? Flick it off. And that's what my program is about. And that's a big part of what I teach.
Wow,
so,
I'm loving it, boy. Dory's out there. What's up, Dory? Up in Philadelphia in the house. Melody joined us, by the way. Samantha, I see you. She's out there. As they're tuning in right now, give them number 2 and number 3. And then we're going to go ahead and move into this little exercise you have. So for those folks out there, number 1 was go within. Go within. Do me a favor. Look below the video. Below the video and write those words. Go within first. Do that. And if you haven't hit the share button, hit the share button. If you haven't hit the watch party button, hit the watch party button. Pay this message forward to another entrepreneur, another single mom, a single dad, or a married couple. Someone's out there right now that says, this is my time. I need the hope. She said earlier, it's never too late. It's never too early. It's never too late. Do it now. All right, give us number 2 and then number 3, and then we're going to get into this exercise. Y'all, I'm waiting to see what the exercise is, so we're all waiting on this exercise, okay? But go ahead and give us number 2 and 3 if you can, please.
So, and again, resiliency is so huge, and because that's what's going to propel you to handle anything. And another thing that's going to help with that is to praise yourself often. And we don't. Let's face it. We praise other people. Here's what can happen. And this happened to me. First of all, we used to get a lot of praise sometimes from teachers. We get it from our parents. And sometimes we depend on that a little bit too much. I know I did in my marriage. And what happens when you don't get it? Your vibration gets low. And you get in a place like, I'm not good enough. I can't do it. They don't like it. Or so what we have to do is we have to take the power, because you lose power. Your power is gone when you're in that place. So take the power back and praise yourself. I know Louise Hay from the Hay House, and many of you know who she is, spiritual leader. And she's got many, many exercises, which I absolutely love. You know what? Real quickly, take a mirror out and write it and say 3 things that are good about you. What are 3 things good about you? Then take it a little farther and journal about it. That's going to get you. Think about how that makes you feel when you do that. And it's going to give you that resource to be in that higher consciousness, so you have more clarity and you have more you have the will. It helps you with your will to do something. So it's really praising yourself is huge. And for entrepreneurs, I really believe for anybody, this is a key step. So
that was number 2, right?
Yeah, that was number 2.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Get a mirror out. And if you don't have a mirror, what's up, Courtney? What's up, Jacob? What's going on? I see Danita Evans is in the house. Get a mirror out. And if you don't have a mirror, I don't have a mirror, but I do have a phone. My phone has a mirror by default. Get it out and then say something that you praise yourself. All right. We're talking about the power of hope. She's giving us 3 steps. Number 1 was what? Look within. Start within. Number 2, was she talked about get a mirror and start praising yourself. And then number three, give us number 3. And before she gives us number 3 out there, for you out there right now, do me a favor. Look below the video and write those words. The power of hope. The power of hope. We're here with the one and only Caryn, and she's breaking it down 3 steps. And then she has this cool exercise we're all going to do. Like, as soon as she finishes, we're going to go right to this exercise. I can't wait to see what it is. We've never had exercise live, but this is going to be cool. I promise you. All right, Caryn. You know, those NLP dudes, they always do things differently. She said, Shay, you got to have a hope. Well, I'm hoping all the way. All right, give number 3, please.
Yes, it is all about hope. We have got to hold on to this. We've got to align ourselves with this. So one of the ways that you can align yourself is by having faith. And faith in something bigger than you. We're not in this by ourselves. And I'm not here to push religion or anything like that. I want you to know that there's forces out there, that there's something more. You know, when coincidences happen, or when you work hard and maybe you don't get what you want, but something else comes along. This is the power. There's the power of these forces working with you. And we are all in this to be better. And one of the when we're working with the laws of the universe, and let me just go ahead and say one, there's the law of increase. And we're all about expansion. We're all about being better and doing more. And evolving, because we're not meant to just sit around and stay stagnant. We're not meant for that. We're meant to go to our higher self and know what our mission is. I am so steeped in my mission. I am so aligned with it that any fear that comes up, I can cut through it. And so having this faith is what's going to help you to get through anything that you want to. And it's really about figuring out what it is that you want to do, having a strong why, because your why is so, so important. And then the hope with faith, because when you give up on hope, what do you have? You don't have anything. And here's the thing, so many of us live in the day-to-day busyness. And I have clients coming to me all the time that they just want to be more collected. They just want more peace within them. And they want more clarity to figure out what it is that they really want to do. So I really believe it's about the faith and so the hope with a faith. And then it's about taking inspired action, because we want the resources too, right? We can't do anything, like Shay says, we can't do anything without the resources. So I'm sorry, without the revenue, excuse me. So we need the resources, and then, and this will help you to get the revenue as well. And then with this inspired action, and that's going to equal your success.
Oh, I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. I'm feeling for those folks out there right now. And you know about the power of hope. There's some things that not you want for yourself, but you want for other folks. I want you to do me a favor. Hit the share button. Hit the watch party button. Right now, Jacob, we're going to go into a whole area where she's going to do this exercise. And I promise you, I never heard it. I've never seen it, but it's going to knock your feet off. And the only reason I know that because she's coming from the heart. She's here to serve. She's not asking for a Cash App payment today. She's not asking for a Zelly payment. She's like, I'm here to serve. So go ahead, if you would. I'm going to turn it over to you. We're going to do something we've never done. Why? Because we believe in the power of hope. And I'm going to ask her to go ahead and go through this exercise. She said it'll be short, sweet, but it's going to help you. So go ahead right now for the first time ever, but not the last, I hope. We're going to have an exercise. So I'm going to turn it over to you right now. Take it away. Dory is out there. Pay attention. Is out there. Corey, good to see you. My man Mary is in the house, and so many folks. All right. The power of hope. Over to you. Take it away.
So may I just explain something first?
Yes.
I just wanted to say that resiliency is in a big part due to the heart-mind connection. So a lot of people may think that going within may be just like you said, it could be woo woo or whatever. And not that you believe that, I'm just saying you mentioned that, and it's not. Because when to build resiliency, they did studies on this and found that this feeling it in your heart and your mind is what's going to build your resiliency. And it's very low when you're young, or it's very high when you're young, and you lose it as you get older. Okay, so just take a moment and just start by taking a deep breath. This is one little tool that you can do anytime, anywhere. When you get upset, take a deep breath in, hold it, and let it out. Take another deep breath in and hold it and let it out. And I want you to start by just a nice continuous breath. You can close your eyes if you want. Go ahead and put your hand on your heart. Put your hand on your heart. And I want you to feel gratitude. By putting your hand on your heart, it triggers your brain to feel safe. And I want you to think about something that you feel gratitude for, that you have appreciation for. And praise yourself now. Praise yourself. What's something great? Keeping your eyes closed, what's something great that you did? And just keep breathing. And what brings you something that makes your heart feel warm? I want you to feel a glowing light around your heart, feeling compassion for yourself. Accept yourself for who you are. Feel joy, feel hope. And now I want you to ask yourself, God, the universe, or your heart, in this really warm and comfortable place, what do I need to know right now? Notice what you're noticing. And then I have one more question. My heart, or the universe, or God, what do you need from me right now? See what you're seeing, feel what you're feeling, and hear what you're hearing. And take a deep breath in. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.
Wow.
So you can do this at any time. This is actually from Greg Braden, who is a spiritual leader. He connects the spiritual and the science together. And I kind of added my own little twist to it. But you can at any moment, if you're on the, if you're in the parking lot, or you're just out, or you're just whatever, just take a deep breath in and just put your hand on your heart and just do the exercise. So that's going to help you to go within. And it's going to help you with clarity. It's going to help you to feel more calm, to feel more collected, and to know that you're okay. And that's the biggest piece, because people think, oh, there's so much stuff going on. What's going to happen? And I don't know what to do. And I'm overwhelmed. Ask yourself, what is the best thing that I could be doing now? And focus on that. That's what's going to bring you the biggest revenue.
Wow. What's the best thing I could be focused on right now? For those folks that are out there that are listening to you right now, and they're thinking to themselves, what type of clients does your firm work with right now? And how can they best stay in the conversation, maybe over and beyond this particular interview or conversation we're having right now. So if you're out there right now, you were wondering, I wonder who she works with. I wonder what type of folks her firm works with. Listen with two type of ears. One that says, is this me? Am I hearing a calling? And the other, how do I share her message with other folks that they could use it? And then she's getting ready to share with you type of clients she works with, and then also share something that she has for you. Do me a favor, hit the watch party button. Hit the share button. Like, we want to pay this message forward. We want to give. Bless someone else. Help someone else right now. The power of hope is real, and it's possible. Talk to us, Caryn.
It really is, and I'm all about the power of hope for anyone. And I've been working a lot with women. I've worked a lot with divorced women because that's what I went through. I work with, in my program, it's not divorced women. I mean, it could be or it might not be. A lot of women, here's the thing, you need accountability sometimes for this, because in order to train your brain, it's going to take some time. And so just doing it, it's not a once and done thing. And so it's got to be repetitive. The only way to train your brain is to be repetitive. So we do this in my program. And I recently got a client, a man, and I've worked with men before on LinkedIn. So, and you know what? He needs hope just like anybody else.
Yeah, for sure.
So, you know what? If you're a fit, we have a conversation. It's a free conversation for, just to see. And, I give tips and whatever. And if it's going to work, it's going to work. And if it's not, I'll tell you. And then I also have if anyone's interested in this program I have to make your amazing 2021, and have the resources available to you so you can make these shifts. You can figure out what your best strategy is and implement that, taking inspired action. Then please email me. It's called Phoenix Rising, Confidence Igniting. And oh, by the way, I am all about, you can see my logo, which Faith James helped me create. Her team did. And I am all about rebirth. I am all about, if you're feeling just really down right now, it's okay. I think we'll probably hit that, but it's okay to just start right now. And so go to Caryn. By the way, just so it's Caryn at Never Settle Life Coaching. And I'm all about never settle. I mean, this was my very first, I got that inspiration, I want to let you know, within me when I was trying to figure out after I was divorced what I wanted to do. And that was the inspiration I got to never settle. And that's what I am about, just because I knew that, it's all about evolving. So what I have is, go to Caryn at neversettlelifecoaching.com. So you remember how to spell Caryn. It's Caryn. And for those little trivia, Whoopi Goldberg, that's her real name, spelled Caryn. So go to Caryn at neversettlelifecoaching.com. And I have a gift for you as well. I have a meditation I'll gladly send you that I did about letting go. And I didn't really hit on that. I want to tell you that in this program, we do a little bit of tapping. We do a little bit of NLP, letting go, because we've got to get rid of all the old stuff, making room for the new. It's all about making room for the new. So we're going to work on that on this program. So please go ahead and email me, and I'd love to send that on to you. It's a letting go meditation. You're going to love it.
I love it. Letting go and never settle. Never settle. The power of hope is real. Someone do me a favor. Look right below the video and put that down. The power of hope is what? Real. And you can connect with Caryn. Never settle. What's it called again? Never settle what?
Life coaching.
Never settle life coaching. I like the never settle because the power of hope is real. So you never have to settle. Don't you love it? Oh my gosh. I'm pumped. I'm excited, and I'm also feeling my heart vibrating. So I'm connected, by the way. I love the exercise. Perfect timing. Thank you so much. We're moving to a segment now for those folks that want to know. A segment called Today is My January 1st. And for some folks that are watching for the very first time, you hold on for a second. For those folks that know what I'm about to do, you look right below the video and you write those words. Today is my January 1st. Like, look below the video right now and write those words. Today is my January 1st. All my new viewers, welcome, welcome, welcome. Today is my January 1st. You might be wondering, Shay, what in the LL Cool J are you talking about now? Well, today is my January 1st represents one of those moments that we don't wait for a January 1st to appear on the calendar. We create a January 1st moment whenever we make a decision, and that decision can forever change the trajectory of our life. And there's probably 1,000+ decisions we make throughout the day. And any one of them is a shift. You change our life. You make a decision you're going to work out right now, or you're going to sit back and you're going to binge watch and watch Netflix. That's a January 1st moment. You make a decision, you're going to have some hamburgers and hot dogs and french fries and ketchup, mustard. My sons will put some hot sauce. or you're going to go to the refrigerator and open it up, and inside the refrigerator there's some kale. Oh, that tastes good. Oh, there's some broccoli. I know it gets better. Oh, and there's some Brussels sprouts. That's a January 1st moment. It's a do-over. It's a fresh start. It's my past. It no longer equals the future. So my question to the one and only Caryn, as y'all are listening right now, when you hear those words, today is my January 1st, what goes through your mind?
It means to just do it, because why are you waiting? Life is too short. Today is the day. You need these shifts, or to go in and try to go within, praising yourself. You need all of these things to be the best you can, to renew yourself. Maybe you're already doing it right now. Maybe you need a little accountability. The time is now, because it's all about rebirth, and you can rebirth, you can do whatever you want in the moment. And so don't hesitate to do that. Never settle. Never settle. Always the time is right now. And so today, any day, is your January 1st. Absolutely. And just it's about what Shay said, making that commitment. When you make that decision that you're going to do it, then it becomes a possibility. It becomes, yes, I can. And when you can train your brain, I've got little hacks that you can do to train your brain. Let me give you just a quick example. I work out. I told myself I wanted to work out every day. I'm getting up there in age, and I wanted to. It was the only way. It was a challenge for me. So if I couldn't do it one day, guess what I do? I do one thing. I do one thing. We talk about doing one thing. We talk about relationships. We talk about physical. We talk about emotional. So many things. I'll do one thing. I do push-ups every day. So guess what? It's at nighttime. I haven't worked out. I'll do my push-ups. So just do the one thing and do it now. So that's my advice. Don't wait.
I love it. I love it. Do the one thing now. Work out every day. Oh my goodness. You just upped the ante for me. Now I got to see the power of hope. Shay, you're going to work out every day. It's possible. Why? Because of the power of hope. And she has techniques that can help you do that. You know, they're excited right now, Caryn, just like they were back on December 31st. After a couple drinks on the back of a napkin, they started writing down their New Year's resolutions. And some of them they wrote a resolution, but it wasn't an evolution, right? So they never went anywhere, by the way. They're still where they are. I know it's not you. It's me. I get it. But you may have heard this before. And here's my question. You may have heard this truism that consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. And my gosh, consistency is the key. And having said that, what do people struggle with every single day? Consistency. So take a moment, if you would, and talk about how do you share with your clients in order for them to be consistent, because the techniques you're teaching, they've got to be consistent in doing them to check in with themselves.
Well, do you want to change? Do you want to be the same person that you are, or do you want to change? And it's all about mindset. People have good intentions. As a personal trainer, I work with so many people, and they come to the gym, and they've a month or so, like you said, they'd be gone. And so it's like, okay, here's the thing. you make that decision. And if you're not consistent with it, if you're not bringing it to the frontal cortex of your brain, and it just, it flitters away, then you won't be doing it. And when the thing is, when you are doing something consistently, that's when you're going to start getting results. And it's not until then that you can appreciate and really see the rewards. So I would say that sometimes we need a little bit more than, okay, I'm going to do it. That's why you might need like I said, a personal trainer. You might need your mindset trainer. So coming to this program or my one-on-one coaching is going to be perfect for that, because I will keep you accountable. And I have so many different ways. And there are a lot of people I work with. I just was working with someone, I have to say, who was not into faith. And I've been working with her for a little while. And all of a sudden I said, you know what, we're really ready to delve more into faith a little bit more. And she just texted me saying that this is the answer for her. So I never know what it's going to be for you that's going to make you really change and start seeing yourself as the person you want to be. And even more than that, seeing where you want to go, seeing that end result, visualizing that, and being in that place, being in that space. And so I think I had talked a little bit before about the law of increase. You've got to be in that place. You've got to be in the place of giving. And that's why I love your show, Shay. It's all about giving. It's all about giving. When you're in the giving, you attract the giving.
Yeah, I like that. I'm going to actually write that down. When you're in the giving, you attract the giving. All right, now, I love it. I love it. And speaking of giving, for those folks out there, you can give. And here's how to give a digital applause. A digital applause. How do you do that? You hit the share button. You hit the watch party button. We hit the share button, and that little box pops up. Just write in, it's all about giving. It's all about giving. The power of hope is real. The power of hope is real. We're moving to a segment now called Rapid Fire. And Rapid Fire is we get to ask any question on our mind, and me and Caryn can either answer or pass. And one of the questions I ask almost every guest is my favorite question. They're all my favorite, but this is really near and dear to my heart, by the way. And it's, of all the mentors you've had on this journey of life, and so many mentors have crossed past you, what's one lesson you've learned from any of those mentors that you're going to pass on to us? Now, I always tell you at home, lean in. Like, I want you all to lean in right now. You can even do your hands like this, by the way. Do your hands like this, because she's about to bless you with a lesson she learned from her mentor, and you may never meet her mentor, but here's the cool part. You walk away with the lesson that you can apply in your life that's top of mind to her right now. So, Caryn, what's one of the lessons you learned from any one of your mentors you're passing along to us?
So this one is near and dear to me, and it was about 10 years ago. I had gone to a T. Harv Eker seminar, and I actually did his warrior camp as well. And I loved what I first heard: when you stop learning, you die. And from then on, I have been so steeped in learning things, learning new things, because it is about the evolution. It is about us just being more and more and more of an increase. And I love doing that. And that's what I love showing people. So that's what I teach everyone, to never stop learning.
Never stop learning. I love it. I love it. You talk about personal fitness. What do you enjoy most about helping other folks with their personal fitness? You've been drinking water, so you encouraged me. I made sure I drank my whole 16 ounce here so I can put it on my app. She has her water over there. Don't worry. She always has water with her, by the way. So talk about it, and they get it intellectually, this whole thing about fitness, right? It's not the first time they've heard it. But talk about why it's important to you and how it's helped you along this journey. And you that's out there, I love how she started off this whole episode. And she didn't say the power of hope. That wasn't her first sentence. Her first sentence was, it's never too late. And so if you're out there right now, you're like, oh, fitness, I missed that boat. No. She's going to talk to you about why fitness has been important to her and why it's never too late. Talk to us about fitness.
It is never too late. So important right now is our health, and so many things go south in our bodies, and we like to look good. Let's face it. Why not? It,
Yeah.
it's one of those things. So you have to come up with something that's meaningful for you. A lot of times the sad part is, Shay, that a lot of people wait until they get the notice from the doctor saying you have to exercise. And so I'm always encouraging people, because this is a piece of the puzzle, the harmony puzzle, and the relationships and everything else. And it's a simple thing. So what I actually did a video on, I've done a lot on this as well. But something I talk to my clients about is, I'll show them, just do pick up a weight and do some bicep curls. Just do that. You can do one thing. Why can't you? You know what I'll do? I'll go, when I'm brushing, this stuff should be like you're brushing your teeth. When I'm brushing my teeth, let me tell you what I do. I do leg lifts. If I haven't done my exercises for the day, I do leg lifts. And then with my clients, I find out what they used to like to do. This woman, one of my clients, used to like to walk. Well, she hasn't walked in ages. So I encouraged her, and she felt so much better. So it doesn't have to take up a lot of time. You can do one thing, and then I'll add on something else to the routine, and do something fun. Do country line dancing, or something fun. There's so many things online that you can do. This is just so great for your mindset, because when you can do the one thing, then you believe, your mind is going to believe it. When you tell yourself that you can't do it, or when you tell yourself you're going to do it and then you don't do it, that's when your mindset can go south. So pick something that's easy.
Second and last question. What's your big why these days? Like, you could do a lot of things with the time you have. You could just focus on yourself. You don't have to show up and pour out like you're doing right now. Why do you do what you do now? What's your big why?
It's my God's mission. God put me here, and because of what I went through, it is my mission. And I have done a lot of deep thinking about my why, and it's about my kids too. I want to be that role model. I want to be the role model for them. I don't want to be the person that I necessarily was. I want to be a role model now. And it goes even further than that. It goes into a generational pattern that I have in my family of self-doubt. And that's why it's my mission to overcome that and do what you want. And it starts with hope.
The power of hope is real. The power of hope is real. For everyone that's out there right now, do me a favor. Look right below the video. She's speaking from the heart. And just write the power of hope. The power of hope. She's giving some very specific steps that you can take right now to get to where you want to get to. Just go ahead and write that right now. She's speaking from the heart. Last question, then I'll turn over you in just a moment. But I'm just curious, what do you do for fun when you're not out saving the world? When you're not out saving the world like you are right now, like what does Caryn do for fun?
I know. Well, it hasn't been, it's been a little more difficult lately, but I love doing the work. I do so much. I love to go out with friends right now.
Yeah.
And I'm not really, I haven't gotten into dating again yet, because of, I think I was so married for so long, but that might be in my horizon. And
it's never too late. It's never too late.
I love to do something new. I like to, what I used to do arts and crafts, and I'm really trying to get out. I went to a ceramics place with some friends. This was a while ago, but I like to be creative. And so my mindset meditations, by the way, are very creative, and I'm really using those creative juices. And I love sports. I've always loved sports. I was a three sport person.
It's coming back out. It's never too late.
And I was on a regional track team too. And I'll tell you, I got a lot of first places. And so I love that. I love any water sports. It makes me happy. Water makes me so happy. I love going to the beach, and I love to go on nature walks. Love nature. So that's kind of what I'll do. I'll go out front dancing.
You do a whole lot. For somebody to say, I don't know what I do, you do a whole lot that you love doing. You're like, look, it's a lot of fun. First, let me say thank you so much for being on the Happy Entrepreneur Show. You've got a heart to give. You've got a heart to serve. You were totally amazing. Shout out to Faith James for being willing to collaborate at a time when some folks are holding what they got to themselves. She's a collaborator and opened up a network. So thank you, Faith, from the bottom of my heart. Truly amazing individual. I want to turn it over to you, if I can, Caryn, to have your final thoughts to empower, to inspire folks that are out there. For all of you out there, you can hit the share button. If you hit it before, hit it again. If you want to know if you can share this into your group, Caryn's okay with that, okay? So you can share this message. You can post it into your group. You can bless someone else. For Andrea, what's up, Andrea, that's out there in Tennessee? She said, I'm in the house. What's up, Alyssa Mitchell says, I'm in the house. And so many of you out there, I can't call everyone's name, that are watching right now. Thank you. Over to you, Caryn, for your final thoughts. Again, we got to have you back. Got to have you back on the Happy Entrepreneur Show. The power of hope is real. Indeed,
I'm all about happiness. Yes, yes, yes. And I am all about just taking that step and doing whatever you can right now. Don't wait. Don't wait. It's not worth it. You want to move forward right now. You want to make that choice. Just make a decision to change your life, to not let all the things that are happening in the environment, in the world, get to you. Don't ever give up. I know maybe you've lost your job. There is hope. Please open your mind. Open your mind. And there are possibilities. I promise you, there's so much out there for you. It's there for you. It's just that you haven't found it yet. And that's what I do.
I love it. It's there for you. With that being said, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Every single one of you out there, I want you to know that you're amazing. I want you to know you're incredible. That right now, as you're watching, the power of hope is real. So today is your January 1st, by the way. And for you, for sure, today is your January 1st, because it's never too late. And I know as I'm watching right now and as you're tuning in, I know that the road ahead is smooth. The sun is shining. Put your sunglasses on, because the best is still yet to come. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. With that being said, for those folks that want to know who I am, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise you from the bottom of my heart, we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. Remember, time is long. Life, on the other hand, is very, very short. So you got to live in the moment, and you got to make it count. God bless. We wish you success. Thanks a lot, by the way. We'll see you again. You rock, Caryn. We'll see you again real soon. We're out of here. Peace. Promise I made to my mom. I only did this message for one person, and that's my mom. This is for you, Mom. Love you. My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Shay Brown.
Mic check, mic check.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
Yes. Yeah.
And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. Thank you. God bless.